Batman Returns from 1992 with a big box deluxe figure here. Firebolt Batman. Pretty big box for a small figure. But I wanted to get this one because it's a little unique to this kind of toy line that started with the Dark Knight collection from the first Batman movie. Here we got Batman Returns with some big artwork of this kind of version of Batman with the coloring and the accessories for his particular weapons here. A lot of them have the same body, but this one has a little bit different parts, so we'll get to check that out. All the figures on the back that we'll slowly go through here. And of course kind of showing how the feature will work on the back. This is a light and sound figure, so at least I won't have to lose any missiles or anything crazy. But it just slides out of the box. Again, smaller contents here. Twisty ties holding the stuff in. Let's take a look at the figure really quick, which has a different kind of arms and legs compared to the other ones. We still got the old cloth cape there. Of course is removable, just a little C-clip that kind of gets tight around his neck there. Not sure why they did different legs here, but it's kind of a little bit different armor. Kind of a coppery gold color, because we can see the bat symbol is the actual gold, so a little bit darker here. Different arms that must kind of go with the accessories more. Oh, but I see why the legs are different now. He actually has some motion with the arm. Here's kind of the standard gold, so you can see how much darker the coloring is with this Firebolt Batman. No broomstick included. A Firebolt! So he's a little wacky and weird because he does have that featured black belt. But otherwise it's the same head as the rest of the figures. But the important bits here are the accessories. Probably a little more boring here is just the shield, just kind of something to put in the other hand. He's got like a metal riveted bat shield. Alright. What was kind of interesting is some of the concept art for the Flash movie that had this kind of Batman in it, Michael Keaton playing him. There was concept art for different costumes, and this was one of the action figures that they pulled reference from. There was kind of like a Firebolt movie costume. That'd be pretty interesting concept for this Michael Keaton's Batman. Pulling from the action figure lines. I'd freaking love it, because of course that's one of my main interests there is the crazy action figures. So it's just kind of a circle, just goes around his fist there, nothing clipping or anything, but ooh, he can block by shield. I can do this all day. But the meat here is the laser, which this isn't Laser Batman, that's a different Batman. This is Firebolt Batman, but I'm guessing the battery is pretty dead and maybe even nastily corroded, so we'll have to at least try to replace them because I want to hear those sounds. It says 8 different sounds, and there's a light. I want to see the light. 2 batteries. Well, we should just be able to replace them. They're just 3, 5, 7 little batteries. Always keep a sheet of some of the different sizes just because I'm always getting some of these figures. Most of them take this size and a handful of others. So right in there they were the bottom, the minus facing toward the lazy beam side. Very tight in there. See if we can get the other in. The battery's in. Oh boy. No hesitation. No hesitation working there. Pop this thing back into place. So he just has like an armor bit. We'll get him on here, but we'll just check out the feature, which is the light up and the sounds. We can see the blinking light, and I'm surprised the sounds are like kind of the generic couple sounds that a lot of like electronic toys had back then. You can kind of get like a cheap off-brand like laser toy gun and it would just have these sounds. Yep, so the next one's going to be the bomb sound. Yep, it was. Why? It doesn't exactly fit the laser arm here that much, but okay. Like that. So just moving up slightly does it, and it's like very flimsy because I guess the arm is supposed to activate it. So it couldn't be too rough, so he just kind of barely hooks there. Actually, there's no hook there, it's just a panel there so that the arm catches it on the way up. There's some knobs there for the straps. Get the Firebolt system strapped to Batman. Sirius Black got me this. So probably not great with the cape. You could probably put the cape on and then get this on, so it'd just be stuck up in underneath him, but it doesn't show that in the package, so kind of like just a backup cape for if you lose another one, because it doesn't really go on this one. But there he's got his shield and lazy gun, which should activate with just squeezing of the legs. Hello, bat phone? What the heck? That's not annoying at all. That one does not fit very well with the thing, but I think the first one after the bomb is usually the best. Well, that just sounds like a straight up machine gun, so not very lasery. But again, this isn't Laser Batman. That's a different figure. This is Firebolt Batman. That's a lot more lasery. So the pack, it has like a bat symbol on there and stuff, but I believe probably very similar in nature to this Superman figure that would get released a little later. Although I was surprised to see the arm was on the other side. I thought this would be a lot more like copy-ish, but probably just the same feature where you just raise the arm up and that sets off the sound. Different sound though. He just has like a laser beam sound, a little more fitting for this pack. It's just supposed to be like a laser beam, but same like light bulb inside, just different design. I was shocked that they weren't just on the same side. I would have bet quite a bit of cash on that. Now you can have Lazy Beam Batman and Lazy Beam Superman if you're insane and want that. That won't get old. So he looks pretty sweet with the armor and stuff, like different bits on the arms and legs for this one. Pretty different, so at least with the deluxe price tag, you were getting a fairly decent and different Batman figure than the rest of them. Cool light up and sound accessory. They didn't need to do the shield, but they threw it in just as like an extra bonus. Plus a cloth cape. Firebolt Batman looks pretty cool. Never had it as a kid, but cool to have now with kind of this little 90s Batman collection. It is cool that you can activate it with the figure, pushing the legs and stuff. As long as they give Batman a very different look and weapon, you know, it's kind of cool getting the different figures of him. Usually I'm not too excited about all the weird colorings of figures, just trying to find a way to re-release the main character as much as you can. But this one's pretty nice. Metallic look. Wouldn't be sad to have it. The play features with the motion are a little strange. But again, I'm just kind of using it as a collector's piece now, just a piece of movie and toy history this way, which is kind of the stuff I like to look at here. The box seems way too big, but I'm kind of seeing more now as an adult. You know, you get like this big box, it just seems like a cooler thing to give like a kid, you know, for whatever occasion they're getting a toy. Just a small little figure once you put it all together for this huge box, but you get it with this big picture on it and everything, and he's in the little window. Just makes it like a special thing to get. It would be a cool one to keep on the card, except you wouldn't really get to see or do any of the feature stuff. Takes up a lot of space for me though, so I opened it up. I can see why they put it in such a cool thing. It looks good on the shelf, and it looks good when you give it to somebody as like a gift. So I can kind of understand the design behind the deluxe figure being in like a larger package to really show why the price was maybe a little couple bucks more expensive, getting the electronics and everything like that. So that's why I like to show off here. Plenty more Batman stuff and Superman, like the laser toting one I showed here. And pretty much all 90s action figures. That's just kind of where I like to collect stuff. What I had as a kid, and I'm kind of trying to finish a lot of those collections and start new ones of stuff I always wanted to have. So if you want to see more stuff from this time period, this is where to be. I'm not a wizard.